We're in the module number 2 and we're starting with the second chapter, metal finishing. So in this chapter we will be discussing about the metal finishing, introduction and technological importance, and electroplating and electroless plating processes. And in this session we will be discussing about the definition for metal finishing and technological importance, and also the factors governing the metal finishing. They are the polarization, decomposition potential and over voltage. Okay, so let us come to the metal finishing. Metal finishing, no, generally telling it's a surface modification. Okay, it's a kind of a surface modification. Fine. Like in our daily life we may look like we use various metallic materials such as refrigerator bodies, car components, window frames, utensils, washing machines, and electrical appliances, building materials, okay, and also automatical spare parts and many more, right? Okay, they should have a property like some basic properties every metal should have are like they should have a very strong resistance, they should be very hard in nature, they should have resistance to corrosion, okay, and they should have shiny surface, and they should have decorative surface, right, and they should have impact resistance, everything should be there. But it's like impossible to have, impossible to for a single metal to have all these properties. A single metal cannot have all these properties, so the metal finishing is done. Okay, so the metal finishing is a we are doing to improve the some of the lacking properties, right? So the definition for metal finishing is it's a deposition of a layer of any other metal or alloy, okay, on a base metal. Okay, base metal is always the article to be coated, okay, on it some other suitable metal will be coated, okay, to improve the surface properties of the metal. Okay, coming to the technological importance of metal finishing, metal finishing is done to get the properties like apart from the decorative appearance or a shiny appearance, we need other properties like to provide corrosion resistance. We studied in the previous chapter, no, corrosion and the corrosion control and all those things we were discussing. Okay, one of the method to reduce the corrosion is by doing the metal finishing. Okay, so a metal, if we coat with any suitable metal, if we coat with any other suitable metal on a base metal, the corrosion may be avoided. So to give corrosion resistance we are carrying out metal finishing, and also to give decorative surface or shiny surface. Okay, like if a iron metal is coated with chromium, it will be very shiny in nature, and also it will be giving an attractive look, right? And to improve the thermal and electrical conductivity, a metal is their base metal, okay, that is very lacking in a conductance. So if we coat it with a conductor like copper, it will become a conductor, right? So improve the conductivity. And to improve the hardness, a metal should be hard in nature, so to improve the hardness we can give hardness by coating either with a chromium, nickel, etc. And to improve the optical reflectivity, okay, when we see a metal, okay, when the light falling on it, we should be reflected back, then only we see that reflecting surface, right, shiny surface. Okay, so to improve the optical reflectivity and to impart the thermal resistance, it should alter to the high and low temperature conditions in industries, so to give the thermal resistance and to give a wear and tear resistance, okay, and to impart abrasion resistance. Abrasion in the sense when two metals are hardly rubbed up with each other, no, like in industries what will happen, the top layer will be going out, right? Okay, damaged or peeled up. Okay, so to improve that property, to give the abrasion resistance, we can do a metal finishing. And to give the impact resistance, impact in the sense like when it is hardly hit by any other substance, it is not supposed to get damaged. Like in the case of race vehicles will be there, no, race automobiles, right? They will be like very fastly the vehicles will be moving, right? There, no, they should not get easily damaged. Okay, and also they should be very light in weight. Okay, there also the metal finishing will be done. Okay, or metal finished goods will be used there. Fine. So this is about the technological importance. To the technological importance of the metal finishing is to improve the corrosion resistance and to improve the thermal resistance, to give a decorative surface and to improve the hardness of the metal and to improve the impact resistance and to give a thermal conducting surface, and at last it is used in a manufacture of the electronic components and also in a PCBs. These are some of the technological importance of the metal finishing. Okay, and in metal finishing, no, it is carried out by different ways like electroplating, electroless plating, hard dipping, electrophoretic painting, and chemical conversion coatings. These are the methods used in a metal finishing. Okay, but as per our syllabus, we are going to discuss in this chapter only about the electroplating and electroless plating. What is electroplating? I told you, like metal finishing, I told the definition. It's almost similar. Okay, a metal, base metal. Okay, here a metal is deposited on a base metal. Metal in the sense of superior metal, we can say. Any superior metal will be deposited on a base metal by passing the direct current through the electrolytic bath solution. Okay, usually, plating process means it will be containing many number of anodes and cathode will be there. Okay, alternative anode and cathodes will be there, and electrolyte solution will be there. Fine, and direct current will be passed. What happens? The metal ions will get reduced to the elemental metal, and that gets coated on the article to be plated. Okay, as the process of this metal finishing is which involves the electroplating. Okay, electroplating. So there are three important principles which governs the rate of the electroplating. They are the polarization, decomposition potential, and over voltage. Okay, as this process involves electrolysis, there are three important factors which governs the rate of the electroplating. They are polarization is the first one. Okay, what is this polarization? The polarization is nothing but the decrease in the electrode potential, which is due to the inadequate or slow supply of the metal ions from the bulk of the solution towards the electrode surface. Okay, you know the electrode potential now, how it is given by a Nernst equation. E is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 by N into log of Mn plus. So the potential is depending on a concentration of a metal ions. Here what will happen in the electrolytic bath when we pass the electric current? Okay, see, in the solution metal ions are there. In this solution metal ions are there. The metal ions gets reduced to the metal and they get coated on the article. Okay, they get coated on the article. Just to show you, I have taken only an electrode which is dipped in the solution. Okay, so here what happens? Surrounding the electrode surface, that is at the vicinity of the electrode surface, what happens here? The metal ions gets reduced to the metal and they get deposited on the all over the surface of the article. Okay, at the same time, what should supposed to happen? The metal ions from the bulk of the solution. In the bulk of the solution, what is there? Fully in the solution, what is there? Metal ions are there. They should supposed to get transferred to the surface of the electrode. Okay, if it is not happening, then the electrode is said to be polarized. Okay, the metal ions are not properly transferred towards the electrode surface. Okay, so there is a decrease in the electrode potential. Getting right? The decrease in electrode potential, that is due to the slow or inadequate supply of metal ions from the bulk of the solution towards the electrode surface. The metal ions are not properly supplied towards the electrode surface. Okay, and then which the process depends on many factors. Okay, that we discussed before that. Disadvantages are, what is the disadvantages? Properly the metal ions are not supplied towards the electrode surface. So the metal ions will not be getting reduced to the metal and will not be getting coated on a article. So the process will be taking more time, right? Okay. So how can we reduce the polarization then? By increasing the temperature. When you increase the temperature, the movement of ions will become faster and the reaction will be becoming faster. And also we can increase by stirring the electrolyte properly. Okay, by making proper stirring the electrolyte, we can decrease, and also by the addition of depolarizers. Okay, and by making the electrode surface rough so that the reaction will be taking place faster. Fine. By using all these things and also by using a larger surface area of the electrode, we can minimize the polarization. Okay, polarization is a process where there is a decrease in the electrode potential, that is due to the slow or inadequate supply of electrons, metal ions, from the bulk of the solution towards the electrode surface. Okay, we can decrease it by carrying out these things, that is by maintaining a proper temperature, proper stirring, okay, by adding depolarizers, by giving a rough and large electrode surface area. Clear? And then the next one is decomposition potential. Okay, here what happens now, as the process of the electrolysis involves a electric current, we are passing the electric current, and the oxidation and reduction will be taking place in the electrolysis process, right? So here what will happen now, sometimes some of the unwanted products will be accumulated on the surface of the electrode. Okay, not expected, some other products may be formed at sometimes. Okay, what will happen is this will create some EMF that is referred to as a back EMF. Okay, the products formed at the electrode surface, they will be having some potential that is called as back EMF. So in the initially to carry out the electrolysis process, you will apply some electric current. Okay, initially the electrolysis begins, but immediately it will be stopped. Why it is stopped? Because the applied voltage is less than the back EMF. Okay, so the back EMF is opposing, so it is stopped. But when you increase the voltage, which is more than the back EMF, then the electrolysis process will be continuously taking place. Okay, so the decomposition potential is defined as the minimum external voltage that must be applied to carry out the continuous electrolysis process. The minimum voltage that is required to carry out the continuous electrolysis process is called decomposition potential. Okay, so for example, now we will be carrying out a plating process where 2 platinum electrodes are dipped, okay, in a H2SO4 solution. Okay, when we apply some current, okay, 1.23 volts of current is applied, it will not be taking place. When you increase the current rate, then only the electrolysis process will be beginned. Okay, in the excess current, in the sense what, you are applying the current which is greater than the back EMF produced there. Fine. And the decomposition potential can be calculated by plotting a graph of current against a voltage. Okay, and we can calculate the decomposition potential graphically. Next topic is over voltage. What is this over voltage? It is the voltage that must be applied which is greater than the theoretical decomposition potential. You will be referring and carrying out an experiment practically. Okay, what is happening there? It is theoretically some voltage is given. Okay, to carry out the electrolysis process where 2 platinum electrodes are dipped in H2SO4, you need to apply some 1.23 volts of current like that. It is given. You will apply some 1.23 volts of current. What happens? Initially the electrolysis process begins, but immediately it will be stopped. Okay, when you apply the voltage of around 1.7 volts only, the continuous electrolysis process will be initiated and it will be taking place continuously. Okay, you are applying some excess voltage here, excess voltage. So the over voltage is the excess voltage which is greater than the theoretically given decomposition potential. Okay, in order to carry out the continuous electrolysis process is called over voltage. Yeah. And the factors now which affects the over voltage are the same thing which affects the polarization, that is current, okay, temperature, electrode potential, and rate of stirring of the electrolyte. Clear? So in this chapter, in this session, we discussed about the metal finishing and its technological importance, okay, and also factors like polarization, decomposition potential, and over voltage. Okay, by shortly telling the only the review points, important points of this session are like the metal finishing is a process which is carried out to improve the surface properties of the metal, because a single metal cannot have all the properties, like it will be having corrosion resistant layer, and it will be hard in nature, it will be having impact resistance, okay, and abrasion resistance, okay, and shiny in nature, decorative in appearance, and it will be very good in conductivity. All these things a single metal cannot have, right? A single metal cannot have all these properties. So to improve the required properties, we are carrying out the metal finishing. Okay, and under the metal finishing, we have started discussing about the electroplating. Electroplating is a coating of any other suitable metal on a base metal by using the electric current, that is by electrolysis process. Okay, as this process is electrolysis, there are three important factors which governs the rate of metal finishing. Okay, electroplating, that is the number one is polarization, okay, where there is a slow supply of ions from the bulk of the solution towards the electrode surface. Okay, so there is a difference in the electrode potential. And the other one is Second one is decomposition potential, okay, where back EMF is more. When you apply the current greater than the back EMF only, the continuous electrolysis process will be started. And the last one is over voltage, okay. Theoretically some voltage will be given. When you apply that, the continuous electrolysis process will not be beginning. When you apply excess voltage, then only there will be a continuous electrolysis process will be taking place. So it is a excess voltage that is required to carry out the continuous electrolysis process. Fine. Okay, we will be meeting next with a new topic. Until then, take care.